cleaning up the spoils from the live this afternoon, and we are going to slowly inch our way through some of our bliss projects. Thanks for coming to hang out, everybody. I'm going to do a little more work on this guy. Ooh, all right, let me get my glasses on so I can actually see and say hi. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Tina. Hi, Cara. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming to hang out. How was the rest of your day? Cara, what did you get up to today? Oh, 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 oh. Knocking stuff over all over the place. Now, I want to keep pulling this washi tape off as soon as I can. With less time with it sticking to the paint, hopefully doesn't pull any paint off. But I'm going to keep just slowly pulling away at it as we work our way around and no longer need it. All right. Feels satisfying somehow to pull that tape off. Where were you guys hanging out before here? Been working on your sweater, Cara? Almost halfway done. Still, that's a big job. Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. All right. Now, one of the things that I have not done yet, and maybe I should do it before I start painting, is I haven't checked to see how many of these are actually going to fit going all the way around. Yeah, so we're gonna keep winging that a little bit, but I feel like maybe I should put some kind of mark on here somewhere just to see how bad it looks when we're done. You were watching Ashley? Awesome. What were you working on? Was it the birth flower for this month, or is this the long weekend one? Is it Independence Day? I won't sing happy birthday, but I will say happy birthday to Isaac. Is Gren here too? Hi, Gren. Hi, Kim. How you doing, you guys? I'm always so leery about those kinds of requests because there are many of them out there that are just trying to pull practical jokes or are happening with the intention of trying to make people feel a little less than. So just wanted to make sure. How's it going, Gabrielle? Is Lay here too? Hi, Lay. How you doing? She's painting a stemless wine glass. Ooh, nice. That's fun. I think this is actually going to work out, you guys. I think we'll actually put this one a little bit further over. I think that's going to work. Oh, shit. That was almost really bad. Oh, goodness. All right, we're fine, though. Slowly but surely, we are going to move forward on this one. We'll work on the other two vases as well. We might do some work on the, the tissue box cover. We might do some work on the trinket dish. We'll see. We'll see what we get up to. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Kim. You having a good weekend? And I'm good, thank you. All right, I'm just scrolling through. Gabrielle, you're doing good. Wonderful to hear. Perfect timing, Lay. Love it. Love it. It's great to see you guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out tonight. Oops, no, I guess that was shortening my cord too much. I'm just going to plug in here to make sure we don't lose power. And it's been raining for 3 days straight, but with like wonderful timing, our sky is starting to clear. So we might actually get a decent sunset tonight, which would be lovely. You have 5 days off. Fantastic. What are you going to do with yourself? All right, let's do this. So I'm going to leave that space so that I can wait for those other two to dry. I've had many dots running together, so I'm trying to compensate for that a little bit. Relaxing and painting. That sounds wonderful. This one I think I'm going to be all right. Some of the spaces don't seem as tight of a fit as others. So we'll have those couple little spaces that we'll fill in after. But in the meantime, we can do our next set of little swoopies right in here. What painting are you working on right now, Kim? What's the latest one? All right. I know these vases are slow going and it's hard to sometimes watch projects move so slowly, but we are completely at the mercy of drying paint. The winter one? Oh, lovely. I'm excited for you for some time off. That's wonderful. It'll be good for your soul. How's Miss Emily? Miss Audrey is curled up on the bed tonight. She is not joining us out here. Or sorry, she was up on the bed. I don't know where she's gone now. She came in and she ate. So I think she's done. She's had enough of me already. All right, so this is it for this one. This is all I can do for now. I got to let that dry. If I turn it this way to paint over here, then the paint will run down the side even if I pull it back. So paint somewhere is going to run down the side. So yeah. So we're just going to let this one sit, and I'm going to go grab one of the other two vases. I'll leave this one here so at least you have something pretty to look at while I go grab one of the other vases, and we will move on. Oh, that's good, Kim. I'm glad. She's taking a nap. Lovely. Oh, you know what I can do, though, here before I walk away from this is I am going to turn this a little bit on its side, and I'm going to do the center dot that needs to be done right here. Now there's other ones up here that need to be done, but I'm gonna wait and I'll do them after. Oh, I can do this one. And this one. Okay, I'll leave those ones and then that will be good for now. All right, let me go grab one of the other vases. I'll be right back. All right, we are very, very, very close to finishing the green and teal. So I brought in both the green and teal and the orange and pink. This is where we are at so far with each of them. And I'm gonna move the purple one out to the other room. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So, on the green and teal, we've got a couple center dots to do on this one. And then we've got one more of the diamond shaped ones to do in here. And then that one is done. I haven't decided yet if I'm tempted to do a couple rows of dots around the top and the bottom just to kind of bookend it. And I think it would look kind of cool. And then for the orange and pink one, and I promise I'll come right back to the comments in just a minute. I know I'm behind. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my trail of thought. So this one is the pink and orange. We painted it with pink and yellow. So we have two sections left to do on this one. We have one more section of the upside down and right side up triangles. And then we've got another section with one more of these diamond shapes. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the upside down triangles on this one. And then we'll finish off with the last kind of diamond shaped one. It's going to be pretty. Lynn's here. Hi, Lynn. Barb's here. Hi, Barb. Good to see you, friends. Thanks for coming and hanging out tonight. Thank you, Kim. Jamie, I got some really great drawer cabinets that were in storage from my grandparents' house. Ooh, what did they like? Tell us more. Tell us more. Thank you, Vicky. I'm really happy with how well these have turned out too. Really, really happy. So we're going to, put this guide in here. And then this is going to be how we finish this one off. So I've got to put that right about there. And I feel like I need to tape that down like there. Oh, I need to have it almost tilted. All right, that's just gonna have to be good enough. Sorry, I didn't even put that on there. All right, we'll be back in a sec. When you find great storage cabinets or you get them, it's just, there's something so satisfying about that, isn't there? When you have just the right storage solutions, it's so satisfying. All right, so now we are going to do teal on the top, green on the bottom. So we have swapped them. In the original plan was to do just one color, just like on the purple and white. Then we thought of two colors, and so making all of the top half green, all of the bottom half blue. And then Mom had the suggestion for these diamond shapes to flip them. So I want to do more of these eventually. I do have to switch a bit of my focus on the things that I'm working on, but hopefully I'll get some more of these eventually. All right, let's do this. Sorry again for the live being on vertical mode. When I scheduled them on my computer instead of on my phone, thinking that I'd be able to change it to horizontal mode when we got on the live, but didn't work that way. So next week, this will not happen. They will go back to normal landscape mode next week. That's why these were supposed to be a bit longer. Whoopsie. Make you a bit longer. Make you a bit longer. All right. And that means that you should have been a bit longer. Hopefully that's a little bit better. All right, let me come back to the comments. Let's see. Kind of like the vertical mode. I think the vertical mode only sucks on a computer, if I'm not mistaken. Does that sound right? No, it's not your phone, Cara. No worries. You didn't notice a difference, Nicole? Okay, good. You like this one better? Demi's was vertical too. That does make me feel better. I view Demi as like the ultimate of professionalism, so that helps me a lot. I know, that stupid memory thing. Don't like it, not a fan. I get a bigger picture and I don't mind the words on the screen instead of beside it. Okay, that's good. So you get more kind of viewing space. Cara, I had a loud concert on in my bedroom last night. I had my music on loud. That sounds fantastic. You see more with horizontal? Interesting. So many things to learn about all of this. So I'm going to be making a fairly deep focus shift over the next month or so. I'm not going to be painting as many things like this. I still will be occasionally, but I'm really going to focus on switching over to things that I can do patterns with and creating a lot more of the written patterns and making things like prints and stickers and stuff like that and having some of that stuff available. But I really want to get more of the patterns done. And I'm going to be working on previous workshops as well to get written patterns written and done for them too. So I know video and sitting there for 6-7 hours for a video might not be the thing for everybody. So I'm going to work on getting some of that done. But that means that the kind of things that I'm painting are going to change. You know, these things like this, now that I'm switching to mostly in-person sales when I start getting back to markets and stuff, I only have so much room for so much inventory. So I figure I need to switch my focus to something where I'm not building up inventory that and an inventory that I'm not going to be able to move for months. I need to create some stuff now. So that's going to be the plan for the next little while. So stuff like this is going to be a little bit more unusual. So you'll be seeing me painting a lot more canvases, a lot more things like that. All right, here we go. I'll still be throwing in things like this, of course, but won't be quite as often. So hard to build inventory when there's limited storage space. Yeah. I'm not sure yet. I've applied for a couple markets and just waiting to hear back. Apparently we'll hear back sometime end of June, beginning of July. There's still a few others that I want to apply for as well. There's some free pop-up markets that I might be able to work on trying to get into too. Yeah, one of the markets that I've applied for is an outdoor market. So if I do, I'm going to need to get a tent and tables and the whole bit. So I got to start saving up now. But it'll be fun, I think. I think it'll be really different because I haven't done that sort of stuff. I haven't done markets in a long time, and I've never done an outdoor market before. So that'll be really interesting. And hopefully pick up a few more here and there as I go. There's, like I said, there's a ton of free pop-up markets at the store that I used to sell at in Bowmanville. So I think I want to look into some of those because I think that would be, especially when it's free, right? Like it just almost seems goofy not to. So I'm going to have a couple of these walking dots that I'm going to have to fix later because they are running together. But otherwise, I think this will be good. Yeah, the free ones will be nice if I can. Here in California, a lot of breweries have one night a month for folks to sell their craft, free small stalls. Oh, that's nice. There's some assholes a few streets from here either setting off a small bomb or fireworks. Scared the hell out. Jeez, that's terrifying. Are you all right? Everything's okay? That's bananas. I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit. I know the lighting isn't great. Oh, except I can't see anything here. Are the Canadians receptive to what kind of stuff? I just heard a big boom and a flash at 1 a.m. for no particular reason. That's terrifying. Did you hear any sirens or anything coming? Do you know if the police or anything got sent on their way? Oops, that's off center, isn't it? Oh well, it'll be fine. Are Canadians receptive to the art that I do? To dot mandalas? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it's so late at night, eh? Yeah, I hope it wasn't anything serious. Oh yeah, just like anywhere else. Just like anywhere else. Depends on the pocket you're in, and depends on your pricing, and depends on the event. Yeah, can you report it to police just in case? No other noises either. That's really weird. Were you able to see anything else from out your window or anything? Very disturbing. Hopefully everything's all right. Okay, I've got to turn this around because I can't see over here. There we go. All right. Oh, crap. I had another couple dots run together. Okay, I've been using too much paint then, apparently. All right, that's fine. Yeah, I've been using too much paint. Uh-oh, and there's a paint booger. That's okay, Gabrielle. No worries. Now more fireworks. So definitely all the dogs in the area. Oh, that's awful. Probably also stressed out. Do you guys have like a noise ordinance or anything? Like we can call the cops and complain about noise and fireworks and stuff like that. I think it's either after 10 or after 11. I think it's after 11 here. Lego out there with a big stick and send those kids home. Barb. Not going to find the assholes with the fireworks. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Like, no thank you. All right. I'm I'm wearing a bulkier sweater and I'm really paranoid I'm going to get my sleeve in paint. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right, there we go. No, we'll leave the center dot for after. So this one is now basically done. It just needs to dry, and we've got the center dots to do on a couple of these diamond-shaped ones, 2 of them. And then we'll probably do a row around the bottom of dots and a row 1 or 2 at the top, bottom, and or maybe like 3 at the bottom and 1 at the top or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out for a border. But yay! It's working. All right, I'm going to go put this one out in the other room as well. And then we will get started on the pink and orange one. And when I come back, I will scroll back and catch up on the comments that I know I'm behind on. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Oh, I need the guidelines. Crap, they're up here. All right. I had to grab the paper guidelines out of the blue and green vase. All right, give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to scroll back and catch up. Get my glasses on so I can read what everybody's saying. Yeah, no kidding. Happy it's just some douchebags, not something worse. That's very true. Go out with your gas pressure washer. You find yourself using too much paint for swoops too. It's so frustrating, and some of them, they just behave differently, right? And I forget to adjust for that sometimes too. That's okay, Lay. Yes, please send me a pic. I want to see. That sounds exciting. How's it going, Debbie? Post it in the Patreon general chat if anyone wants to see. There you go. Thank you, Nicole. Always need more storage with a hobby like this. Yeah. All right, now I have to go look. I can't not look now. We're gonna be so jealous, aren't we? Hold on, I'm just gonna get my guideline thing taped together. And then I will go take a peek myself. All right, let me grab my iPad so I can take a look at this. I gotta see now. Nicole's completely flipping out. I gotta go look. You rotten son of a... My tape just let go. Nothing bad actually happened. Just me overreacting again. It's fine. All right, going into the chat. Oh, wow. Dude. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. That's cool. Those are incredible. Absolutely incredible. Holy shit, Lay. You are the envy of this entire community. Yeah, the narrow drawers. What about IKEA is the closest thing I think that would have anything even similar to that, eh? Seeing that face the orange and pink. I'm so glad you like it. Yeah, those are incredible. Your grandma's craft room, but unfortunately after grandpa passed, she had to move to a care appointment that's tiny instead of... Wow. They're incredible. Please? I will show you. Here we go. Those are the shelves. Pretty awesome, eh? Not too shabby. Yeah, they are completely envy-worthy. For sure. That needs to go there, and that needs to come like here. All right. Well, that's nice, though. That's lovely that you've got them. I'm sorry that you've got them early, but that's lovely that you've got them. All right. So this is where things are going to be a little off center because my spacing was off on this one a little bit, but we're going to make do. It's going to be fine. Literally squeaked with joy when I opened the cabinet and found those wood boxes. I bet. One hell of a great surprise. Hi, Steffi. How you doing? All right, I need to unclog the yellow lid, and then we will keep going. All right. Now, how is this clogged? Looks like I can see right through the lid, so what the hell's happening here? Oh no, turns out that was a big clog. All right. All right. Where's my thingy that I used to clean it out with? There it is. Do you ever look somewhere and you swear the thing you're looking for is not there, and then you look away, and then you look back, and it's where you swear you looked 5 times and it wasn't there? Does that happen to you guys too? Happens to me far more often than I'd like to admit. And when in doubt, blow out the lids of your bliss drops. Works like a charm to help get them unclogged. La, 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 la. Debbie, I found another fun item in my storage. Actually, there were lots of fun things that I thought were gone. Oh, that's cool. What else did you find? Yeah, no kidding. The cost to buy those shelves today, those cabinets today, holy crap. The chat is in Patreon. So if you go to Patreon, there is a little chat bubble tab, or it's called the Communities tab. And there's a chat in there. You're doing good, Steffi? Wonderful. It's good to see ya. The taller cabinet, Mom saw one similar for $3,400. Holy shit. Yeah, there's some sun shining in. How are you doing? How's your weather, Steffi? Doing all right? Yeah, those are incredible. Yeah, especially the wood for sure. Looked for my readers on my head, gave up. They were on my head. Yeah, on a lucky day. Maybe even Marketplace at some point. An iPod, my stained glass soldering and etching supplies. That's cool. Oh, that's fun. Now, where will they go in the craft room? Do you have a spot for them in the new craft space already? It is like Christmas. Oh, hi, Lorna. I'm sorry I didn't see you. It's good to see ya. How are ya? Now the only problem is reorganizing my entire room to fit them. Yeah, where do you already know kind of what you're going to do and where you're going to move stuff? Gorgeous today, 70 and perfect. Lovely. Nicole, I don't think they were that expensive, but Grandma also didn't shy away from prices usually. So yeah, you never know, right? You never know. You're doing good, Lorna? It's good to see ya. Very good. All right. Let us paint. We're so close to getting these vases done. So close. I have significantly less room on the right-hand side than I do on the left because my spacing is so bad. So I'm going to purposely make this a tiny bit lopsided. Doing good, Lorna. How about you? What'd you get up to today? How was your Saturday? Tina said, I've had my phone in my hand looking for it. Yep, done that too. I know what to do, just not where to find the energy to do it. Okay. Yeah, because they're two completely separate problems, right? Like, so that's good. You're 50% of the way there, lovely. You're good. You'll get there. Lay, if she bought it years back, wood was the only option. Yeah, definitely quality for sure. No idea how to fit everything, but you will. That's going to be so fun. No, my Friday night live is 8 o'clock. My Saturday is 7. Unless I read my schedule wrong, which has happened before. See what a tiny bit of space I have here? My spacing was so off. But we're going to jam it in here anyway. That's all right, Lorna. You set your alarms for all week when I put my schedule out. You're so sweet. I don't know what to say to that. That makes me blush. I've heard a few of you say that, and it just blows my mind. You guys are awesome. See, so what happened was when I painted this diamond shape, I didn't space it out properly. That's why I've got this space that's lopsided now. Because I could have centered this a little bit more so I wouldn't have been so lopsided. But that's okay. Like I said, we'll deal with it. It's not the end of the world. But it will be noticeable. So this one might be a family and friends gift. My problem is I set alarms on my phone and then I ignore the alarms so that it doesn't always work for me. Screenshot the schedule when I post it. Or just show up at random times. Yep. Yep. Nicole does it in reverse order. She sets her alarm first and then she naps instead of napping and setting her alarm. Yeah. Sets her alarm for before the nap instead of after. And Tina puts it in the calendar. I bet the paint pots from Art Alchemy and Pentart would fit the height of those drawers. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. That would be fun. Look at this dinky little half over here. Hopefully it'll just be this one spot that's a little wonky. All right, so let's go to the pink. Oh, we'll do this first, I suppose. And then before I get started on the pink, I'll come back and catch up on the comments because I think I'm behind again. All right. So now we move on to the pink on the bottom. And we have a more evenly spaced out one here. So that'll be better. Nicole. Shh, Barb. I love that she's so relaxed, eh, Steffi? I love when you guys do that. Debbie, I found a CD with a handwritten Mew Thor label. I have no idea what it means. Have you put it on into your CD player or anything yet? I'd be a little nervous. You might want to have someone there with you, Debbie, just in case. You also set your alarm clock for the time? That's so cool, you guys. Oh, you napped earlier, so you're awake this evening? And I'm yawning now. So I'm putting myself to sleep tonight. I wait until Tina posts the link in the Instagram chat and then I appear. And that's nice too. If you've got an alert like that where you're going to get alerted to it, right? That helps. Goes off at work while my students. By the way, for those concerned about my parents wanting me to go to sleep, we're now all having instant noodles together. Lovely. Hi, Mom and Dad. Enjoy your noodles. Oh, nope, wrong color. Wrong color. Don't pick that one up. This one. This is the one that we want. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's 8 o'clock on a Saturday night, and the TPC hasn't started yet. I wonder if they can hear me, and they'll come zooming into the picture. Yeah, we all say hi. They do sound like cool parents, don't they? All right, here we go. Don't touch the wet paint, Jamie. I just summoned them. I did too. I know. I was waiting for them to run in, drive in on cue. You called? Mm-hmm. We might be a bit dysfunctional, but at least we don't judge each other for it, and the house is messy, but we have the most fun stuff. I would imagine that your house is a hell of a lot of fun to spend time in. Absolutely. Are they ahead of the game in Winnipeg, Barb? Those damn TPC members, they gotta get it together. It's after dark, after dark. Mm-hmm. See, now this side is all scrunched in together too. So yeah, my centering was completely off for this section, but that's okay. No one will ever know. They'll think it's supposed to look like this. I 150,000% believe that, Lay. Without a doubt. Without a doubt in my mind. I have often thought, I could just put some clean underwear and a couple pairs of pants and a backpack and off to the Netherlands I go and I'd be just fine. I could be a very useful part of society over there. And then I'd be right near Lay and we could play all the time. Yeah, I'd never leave. Never, never. I don't think any of us would. Doesn't mean you wouldn't want us to. After a little while, you'd be like, oh my God, how do I get these people out of my house? I joked about her not leaving, but she took me seriously. Like, she's really not going anywhere. Right? I think that's an excellent idea, Nicole. All right. Spin it around. Excuse me. Sorry, that caught me off guard. I didn't mean to do that right in your ear. Mm-hmm. All right. Yellow goes here. Pink goes here. And now this will need to go and sit and dry like the rest. All right, let me scroll back. And if you ever decide to quit painting, you could go back to crochet or knitting the arts. Well, that's the thing, right? There's a little bit of everything there. Oh, you want to learn 3D printing? No problem. Oh, you want to cast some stuff out of plaster? No problem. Oh, you want to paint some stuff? No problem. Oh, you want to knit a blanket? No problem. You want to crochet instead? No problem. You want to learn macrame? Okay. You've got everything. Exactly. There you go, Car. She's got all the yarn you'll ever need at Lay's house. Barb, Jamie, do you have Sunday night cruise there? No, we don't have that. No, we don't have that. Love you too, Lorna. Thank you. Yeah, we would be. We'd be like a bad rash, Steffi. Right? I know. Car's on her way to Lay's house right now. Hell yeah. All right, let me move this out of the way. We're going to figure out what is next, because I do not know what is next. So first things first, let's get that situated so that it's not going to get knocked over. And So I want to do a little bit more on this piece. And then once I get the top dots done on here, I want to use some resin, some UV resin to seal it if I can. What's cost of living like in Netherlands? I don't know. Mew and Thor were late 90s bands. Wow, interesting. Did they sound familiar at all, Debbie? We have a mortgage, no rent, so for us it's okay, but renting is expensive and housing is sparse. I think we'll use gold ore on this one for the top dots. This is going to be my test trinket dish to see how this works for sealing it. UV resin, I mean. We're not going to do that tonight though, because I don't have a mask handy or gloves. So I got to get to the store and buy some of that stuff, and then we can play with some UV resin again. Just trying to clean off my pointy tool here. Whew. Steffi's packing for a trip to the Netherlands. Yep, they're a late 90s band. They are for sure. Yep, some tents in the backyard maybe. Not familiar, but I took a left turn in life during that time, so you never know. I do luck out a lot, don't I, Tina? I find some fun stuff to paint. I'm very lucky. I really like these trinket dishes. I'm not going to do any more on the trinket dish until I do the sealing. Actually, I should do the sides of the lid as well, so I could seal the entire lid all at once. But I don't want to do too much more on it just in case the UV resin doesn't work well. I do luck out a lot. So this is going to dry to be a much more metallic, brilliant gold. This one is one of Tara's newer bliss drops called Gold Ore. It's going to dry to be that shiny gold, so it should match the gold on it quite well. It's JYSK. Don't take this the wrong way, but this kind of trinket pot, I'd be scared to find teeth in it. I know exactly what you mean. Teeth or ashes or something. You're like, yeah, it's storing something. that is no longer with us. I get it. You have them there too, Lay? Oh, that's cool. That makes sense now that I use my common sense and think about it. Bringing freeze-dried Skittles to the Netherlands and not coming home. That's awesome. Ooh, who's yelling? Just gonna look out the window, you guys. I kind of feel like I need to see what's going on down there. Oh, he's singing. You never know for sure. Like, it's either the guy who sings on his way through and raps on his way through the parking lot while he's going home from work or going home from getting a pizza, or there's a problem. Skittles popped. And I've never tried freeze-dried Skittles. Maybe they misspelled it on Amazon. They sell the tissue boxes. Oh, do they? Could be a slightly different company because they don't normally sell on Amazon. All right. So I think that looks pretty. And then what we can do is we can we can see about painting around the edge and maybe decorating it like a cake. Debbie will be back. Fantastic. I love listening to you guys because I have nothing. Lorna, as long as you're happy here, we are happy you are here. There's never any pressure to interact any more or less than you feel like it. Just being around good company is enough. I was kind of singing, rapping, kind of mix of the two. Well, you're stuck with us now, Lorna. $20 for one. That's bananas. Bananas. That's crazy. All right, so we're gonna leave this one to dry. Once these bliss drops dry, then we'll do some more around the sides and finish the top. And then once that is done, I should be able to, excellent, yeah, I'm gonna be able to lay it flat like this, and I can do just the top of it and see how that cures under UV light. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it will work all right. I'm using multi-surface paint, so that is fine too, but I don't know. I've got to figure out some other things to do with this one. Yeah, he did seem like he was in a little bit of pain. He was working through something on his walk home tonight. You're welcome, Lorna. So one of the things that has come up in conversation is for the next workshop to have one of the options be doing brushwork on one of those square tissue box holders. So we got to give a couple of resources in case people want to do that for the next workshop. We got to vote first though, so it might be the next workshop or it might be the one after. I'm interested to see what everybody chooses. Oh yeah, and my tissue box covers have the bottom from the dollar store. I really lucked out with those things. Really, really, really lucked out with those. All right, so we're gonna let this dry. And in the meantime, I'm going to grab the tissue box cover. Let's see what we can do on that. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. Like this and this. It does look pretty and delicate, doesn't it? I've got so many ideas for ones that I want to do with this. They remind me very much of the same colors as the piggy banks. If you remember the piggy banks that I did. Except the piggy banks didn't have teal or cream. It had the pink and the purple. And then it had like a sky blue. They had a sky blue color. But very, very similar. So I might go back to some of the stuff I did on them. You never know. All right, so we need Bambi. And here is our tissue box cover. So this side is finished. Can I zoom out any more? Not really. So this side is finished. This side we still have some to do down around the bottom, around this side, and up at the top there. This side is almost finished. We've got some small dots to do along here where I've had to skip and do the every other because I was going to run out of space again. So I'll get those done. We're not going to do that today. Then we also have, this end of the box. This is the end that has the slider that comes out of the bottom. So I want to make sure that I am strategic about how I paint that. And then of course we'll have the top that we'll do as well. Not quite sure how yet, but we will figure that out. So we'll do a little bit of work on this end here. For a little bit until I can't hold on to it anymore for fear of sticking my hand in paint. All right, and I'm gonna so we're gonna use mainly Bambi and Tumbleweed. I'm gonna bring you over here. There we go. All right, let me put my glasses on because I'm not reading comments very well. I'm so sorry. Yep, don't worry, Lorna. Exactly like Steffi said, if we don't hear from you, we hunt you down. Yeah, you'll have to paint yours purple to tempt Tina. Yeah, the pigs were cute. I still have some. I have a couple that are already painted that just haven't sold yet. And then I've got, I want to say 4 or 5 more to paint. Thanks, Lay. I like it too. You're making campaign posters for voting. Nice. Yeah, if it was red and gold, it would be a whole other story. Yeah, the piggies were fun. Exactly, Steffi. That's what I love about this community. We check on each other. That's right. That's right. All right, so I'm going to come in here and we're going to do our next row. I did some coning today, Lay. And let me tell ya, I forgot how hard I have to focus when I'm doing a whole bunch of that. Woo-wee. Couldn't even talk while I was doing it. All right, I think we're gonna need to draw here for a minute. So we need to All right, let's see what we can do here. That's a great idea, Cara. I love IKEA. There you go, Nicole. That'd be cool. Yeah, it does. Sucks you right in. I know, right? That Lay invited us all to move in. Oh, that's a great idea, Cara. That'd be fun. All right. Whoop. Whew. Holding my breath a lot with this. But we're getting it closer to done. Still quite a ways to go, but you know what? We're getting closer for sure. All right, I am going to set this here and I'm going to put my glasses back on and I'm going to catch up on the comments because I am behind. One day someone's going to show up here and I'm like, I'm here to play with your paints. I'm here to see the new shelves. Just show up on your doorstep with a pillow. Here's my pillow and toothbrush. When do I have to leave? How long can I stay? Gren's all ready to go. Backpack's ready to go. If I show up late, I'll bring half of Jerry's Artorama art store. Oh, that's awesome. All right. All right, so we're gonna let that dry. We're probably gonna do 2, maybe 3 more rows there. I didn't do that brown dot big enough. So you know what, I'm gonna pick that off. We're gonna do a bigger one. A nice proper big one. But I'm going to actually hold it this way. All right. Was that some ASMR or? Peeling off a bliss dot. All right, so now this is going to be bigger. Now I remember the size that it's supposed to be. Supposed to be more like that. Lovely. That matches up with the other sides now. Okay, great. So now that can sit and dry. We'll finish off the rows of those dots. It might have been a little bit too big, but you know what? I don't really care. I like it. And we're getting much, much closer now to being able to start work on the top and get the other end done. Yay! All right, let me catch up on the comments here. Bear with me one sec. Steffi, I promise you do not need anything craft related. It will all be there for you. Everyone screenshot this conversation so Leigh can't say she didn't know. There you go. Bring the moon pies instead. No, it's not the first time that we've talked about this. All right, so now, let me think. What are we gonna work on? All right, let me go out to the other room. I think I know what we'll work on. I'll be right back. We have some work to do on this canvas that we can do tonight. Another little step for this one. One small step. What are you? You are Cactus Rose. I don't need Cactus Rose. I need Chuckwalla. Where are you? Seriously, what did I do with Chuckwalla? Is that Chuckwalla? No, that's more Cactus Rose. What are you? No, you're Dune. Alright, well I guess where the hell did I put it? You're Dune. You're not Chuckwalla. What are you? You're Chuckwalla, but that's not enough. That was the unfull one. All right, let me go check my box of paints. Where the hell is it? Like, it's not even like I've cleaned. And then I don't remember where I put it. All right, I'll be back. One sec. I found my other Chuckwalla bottle. I am very much down to the end of this paint, so I am going to need to make sure I add that to the order when Tara does her sale for her birthday. The sun is coming right in, like right there, so I'm having a hard time seeing. I have to put up shades. Love the curves in the corner. Call it ASMR, we call it trauma. It's a little bit of both. I totally get it. Need to order some Chuckwalla. I just want to be able to say my paint color is Chuckwalla, right? It's just a fun one to say. Standing on Lay's porch screaming, but we all have screenshots. Open the door. Yep, that's exactly what would happen. You rotten son of a gun. Paint. It's clogged, so bear with me one sec. Where did it go? Oh, not again. There you are. All right. I'm just unclogging the lid here. Bear with me. Except I can't seem to hold the lid and a pin at the same time. There we go. Lovely. Back in the container. Back in the container. Back on the shelf. All right, here we go. It looks pretty with the sun rays, doesn't it? When you come down like this and you can see the shadow. Isn't that so cool? Just really see the texture. And that's so neat. There's all the dots. How cool is that? I'm getting right down. Oops. Nicole, take turns cooking. Fantastic. I love that. Feels really neat. Look, she's trying to hypnotize us with the moving slat. You're getting very sleepy. That's fair, Lay. I think that's fair. Let's call the singing man Chuck Walla. I like that. I feel like, wasn't there a band called Chuck Walla that sang a song? I gotta look it up now. I feel like it's from the late 90s. A song from the late 90s by the band Chuck Walla. Am I thinking about it? What am I thinking of? Now I gotta search it and find out. Search. Hang on, let's see here. Hey Siri, tell me the name of the song sung by the band Chuck Walla in the late 1990s. No, that was... Oh. This is really gonna bug me. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's probably not even close to the name Chuck Walla, but it's just reminding of it was Dishwalla. Damn it. Never mind. Bring microwave pizza and Taco Bell. Perfect, Steffi. I'll make the chicken fingers. I know, doesn't it look so satisfying, Nicole? Isn't it great? There you go. Cooking's taken care of. Gran's got it. No, that was Chumbawamba. It was Chuckwalla that I was thinking of. And I confused Chuckwalla with Dishwalla. It's all right. I don't remember the name of the song Dishwalla sang. I'd still have to look that up. Oh, crap. And this one I made too small, thinking I needed to leave space for another one, but I do not. So, do that and that. Yeah, exactly. The next new paint color, Chumbawamba. We've got to be able to come up with a desert connection for her, right? Yeah, same difference, right? Chuck, dish, whatever. Chumbawamba Tub Thumping was a great song. I love going back and listening to 90s music. So this one was slow going again, but hopefully we'll get it figured out soon. The more and more of these rows that I do, the less convinced I am that I'm going to put anything in the very center of this piece. I don't think I will. All right. It's getting there slowly but surely. I've got ideas of something I want to do with this design at some point. So we'll be coming back to that for sure. I'm just not quite sure how yet, but we will. Getting the sunset soon? Yeah, we should be. Oh, lovely, Lorna, to be by the lake for it. Counting blue cars, Steffi. Thank you. Yeah, 90s music's great. That sounds beautiful, Lorna. Yeah, Jagged Little Pill was iconic. Have a taste for some soda pop, but you don't want any? Feeling torn? Tina, you got it too. Thank you for that. Counting blue cars. That's right. I forgot about that. I'm going to have to listen to that one now. Yeah, do you have a lot of mosquitoes, Lorna? Oh, fizzy juice. That would be good. That would satisfy the carbonation a little bit, the carbonation craving. All right, so what are we going to work on next? Let's grab the neon teapot. What do you think? Grab the neon teapot and our neon paints and do a little bit of work on it. I'm going to move this out of the way and I'm going to go grab the neon teapot. I will be right back. All right. Neon teapot is here. I'm just going to go get the neon paints. My neon pink must still be in here because it's not in my case. So, that's fine. All right, so we got pink paint, orange, yellow, green, blue, oops, and purple. So next section that we have to do is we have a half section that needs to go right here. So I say we work on that one. So that means I need my large flexible stencil. I wonder where I may have put that. I am guessing in a drawer or somewhere similar for safekeeping. And now I don't remember where. Oh, I wonder if it's in the living room. Maybe I left it in the living room from when we were painting out there last time. Let me go check. Indeed, that is where it was. So, here we go. Chalk pen. We are going right here. Okay, so that's laying flat there, so that should work like there. Now that's not going to go completely straight down the side, but we're going to do our best here. I'm going to make a lot of bigger dots just so I can see them. I'm just going to use them as landmarks. And I know they're white, so I know it's hard for you guys to see them. I'm sorry about that. All right, so we need pink, well, we need them all, so I need to check them all. Purple, blue, blue, oops, and we'll get orange, excuse me, I'm so sorry. All right, and then yellow. And one more for green, and then we are good to go. And then this one will need something on the spout and something on the handle before it's done, but we're getting there. All right, let me scroll back, sorry. Thanks, Gren. Thanks, Lay. Some serious mosquitoes in Michigan, yeah. Thank you, Lorna. Yeah, me too, Tina. I like it a lot better with the paw prints, too. Completely made everything feel completely different. The neon's fun, eh? Isn't it, Lorna? Yay, thanks, Nicole and Steffi. Yeah, definitely was a good idea. You accidentally scrolled out? That happens a lot, I think. Yeah, Lay's done it 3 times, too, she said. Suddenly my screen says, say hi in the chat. Oh, that's weird. Trying to upload a book and it pushed you out of the chat. Oh, gotcha. That's okay, Lorna. It happens. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, TikTok's even worse, eh? All right, so let's start here. But you know what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to tilt this up a little bit further this way. And see how that can help us here. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't, but maybe it will. All right, so I'm going to bring you guys up here. I definitely cannot see the screen right now, so bear with me for a minute, okay? All right, purple here. And orange here. I love this orange so much. Oh, excuse me. Let me take a drink here. One sec. I'm going to open up the blinds, you guys. You got to see. Look at the colors. We'll point you there. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm just begging my own ass not to touch the wet vase. Oh, so pretty. It's a lot pinker in person. Like the yellow in the back is, I can see a lot of green and blue where you see just the yellow. Like in here, I can still see a lot of blue and green. And what I do see that's really bright like that is the bottoms of these clouds right here. They're just all uplit with that yellow light. So they're peachy pink on the top and then bright yellowy white on the bottom. I love when clouds are lit up from the bottom like that. I think it looks so pretty. Nice though. All right, so let's come back here. Debbie's bag. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So he says, Nicole, I watched them suddenly and I'm watching a teenage boy play a game like, where's Jamie? Lorna, this group has been so welcoming. I'm kind of new and everyone's been so wonderful. It's a pretty awesome group. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? So nice. So nice to get a nice sunset. All right, so let us continue now. We are going to go here. And then here. And so then we go yellow here. One. And then orange, go right about here. We've got a lot done today. We've gotten a lot done today. We've gotten a lot. Oh my, that means it's time for me to shut down and go to bed soon when I start talking like that. And then pink. And pink. Let's see if I can now do this paw print. I want to get back to doing more paw print stuff too. Go, and then we go green right here. All right. And that is going to be, oh, here, I did a couple other dots on the other side, so I'll do that here too. So then we did up here, we do blue, I need to turn this around, I think. All right, one more set down here. I've got some ideas for some trim around the bottom and the top too. I'm thinking rows of different colored dots. But we'll figure that out once this dries and I can get all the guide dots and everything off and draw some, maybe get some new washi tape on here to help me map out some more guides. And then we'll figure out something to do for the handle and for the spout, because we need to do both. There we go. So there we go, we've got it on both sides. And then, now I could add in more here, which I might on this other side once this end dries, because I think I can add more on either side of the handle to make it look even a little bit more fuller. And then we'll do something along here. I'm thinking we could do like a row of paw prints or something like that, or a giant paw print or something, I'm not sure. We'll do some more pink down around the bottom and some of the other colors, but for now, that is everything for this teapot for now until it dries a little bit more. All right, let me scroll back. Sorry, I'm behind. I'm way behind. Yeah, how's your sunset now, Lorna? Hi, Patty. Who's playing tonight, Patty? I know, TPC is really quiet. Oh, here, it's turning pinker. It's so disappointing that I can't figure out how to capture it on camera, because this is not what it looks like on camera. Let me see. No, that's green screen. Didn't mean to do that. Hold on. No, no. Sorry, don't even know how I did it. A lot. You heard that, didn't you, Gabrielle? I didn't get that past you. I was hoping I'd gotten that past you. I know, all just sitting there making plans and move delays. We'll do some paw prints then, Nicole, for sure. I'm going to start recording some of my technique videos, like just a quick little, here's a quick little video on how to paint a paw print, or I'm kind of gonna reinvent a lot of the content and almost start from scratch. 11 large suitcases. Holy crap, Steffi. That's okay, Lauren. I'll have to say goodbye here in a couple minutes too. We're getting time to sign off. I will post my live schedule tomorrow evening at some point before I go to bed. So tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, at some point before, say, midnight tomorrow night. And I'll try and pack as much into this week as I can. I know the beginning of the week is going to be quieter, but as we get going into the week, I should be able to get some extra sessions in there, and hopefully we'll be able to spend a good chunk of time together. Good night, Lorna. Love you guys. Love you too. Love all you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoy being here, Gren. Thank you. I see a thumbs up that's new at the top. Oh, yes. So the thumbs up at the top, if you tap that, it tells YouTube that you liked my live. So if you liked my live, it's kind of like TikTok and any other platform. Any algorithm wants you, and any platform wants you to stay on their app as long as possible, right? YouTube doesn't want you going to TikTok. TikTok doesn't want you going to Instagram. Whatever has you to stay there that the longest. So anytime you guys spend time with me on the lives, YouTube really likes that. And then that's going to make it even easier to program your algorithm, to make sure to help you kind of get the content that you want. But as far as my lives and everything, you guys liking the lives and coming to the lives and commenting on the lives and being so engaged and everything is how YouTube knows to put my lives in front of other people. So thank you guys for doing that. Thank you for liking the live, for coming to the live, for watching all of them. Let me give you one final update for the week for the goal towards my 3,000 and 4,000 public watch hour goals for YouTube. Let me grab. Let me grab my final stats for the week. So every time you guys come to one of these public paint and breathe lives, these are the hours that count towards my public watch hours when I want to, in my goals to be able to monetize on YouTube. So monetizing will mean being able to potentially earn money off of watch ads and watch times and all that sort of stuff. So we are right now, as of May the 19th, 1,460 public watch hours. You guys are awesome. Thank you so, so much. So we're getting closer. We're almost at the 50% mark for the 3,000. And I guess we're at probably close to probably around the 30% mark for the 4,000. So thank you guys for all of that. It means a lot. Carolina and Florida are playing tonight. Isn't it a beautiful sky? Who else sang I'm a Little Teapot? I have no idea. Good night, Lorna. Oh, I'm glad. 11, that's it. Good night, Patty. Good night, Cara. Good night, Nicole. Good night, Steffi. Good night, Gabrielle. Sleep well, you guys. That was kind of trippy, eh? Good night, Lay. Good night, Gren, Lorna, Patty, Barb, everybody. I love you to bits. Tina, huge hugs to you. Debbie, sending big hugs too. If you're on phones, you have to close the chat to see the thumbs up. Oh, there you go. Good to know. Oh, that's an ambulance going by. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like. I really appreciate it. When you get to the commercials, I promise not to skip them so you get more money. That's okay. That's okay. You're so sweet. I don't ever want you to torture yourself with the commercials. I know that they drive me crazy too, so please don't ever worry about that. Good night, Kim. Have a great rest of your weekend and some good few days off. Hopefully we'll see you again soon in a couple of days. I think so too, Nicole. I had a good time tonight too. Yes, and watch my recordings while you sleep. Thank you, Steffi. My TV watches all night, but I didn't think about my phone. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for doing that. It really means a lot. I love you to bits. Please be good. And I will see you in a couple of days, and I will... Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I was not ready for that. All right. Guess it's time for bed. I love you to bits, you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.